What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the Above the Clouds collaboration with Asics on this GT-2160 in the Shamrock green colorway. Today's video is brought to you by Move Insoles. Move Insoles is one of the up-and-coming leaders in the performance insole space, and the products are designed and tested by pro athletes such as Damian Lillard and Chris Paul of the NBA. And while they're more known for their performance insoles that you'd wear, for example, on the basketball court, they also sell this insole right here, which is their all-day insole. So this is meant to be worn for everyday casual use sneakers. And in my experience, this is one of the most technologically advanced insoles that I've ever tried. First of all, you'll see that the majority of the insole, this is constructed out of the recharge foam technology. And this is what gives it that comfy and responsive feel. And this black plate that you see on the back half, this essentially is a black TPU shank plate, which really helps to cradle and support your foot. So if there's one thing that I really love most about these Move insoles, is that I feel very supported, especially underneath the arches of my foot. And there's other things, for example, like this active heel technology, which gives you that added impact protection in the areas that you need it most. So there's so much going on with these insoles, but don't trust my word. Try a pair for yourself. I've linked their website, their social media, all that good stuff down below. So check them out, try a pair for yourself, and let me know what you guys think. So this right here is a collaboration between Asics and Australian boutique Above the Clouds. Releasing first on Above the Clouds website on October 5th, there was a follow-up worldwide release later on, and these retailed for a price of $150 US or $220 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is cream and shamrock green. And this adds another sneaker to the highly successful run that Asics has been having with their running shoes from that 2010s era, for example, the GT-2160, the 1130, and the Gel Kayano 14. First things first though, here's a quick look at the packaging. So this comes in this light blue colored cardboard box with this green colored Asics logo on the very top. And then on the side of the lid, we have both Asics and Above the Clouds co-branding. So jumping into the details of this shoe, as we start things off with the toe box, this is definitely the most unique part about this sneaker. Instead of your traditional mesh, this pair here utilizes a translucent mesh. So basically whatever socks you wear, it is going to be visible. Right above this, we have this snakeskin patterned overlay in silver with this blue Asics logo. And we have more of these silver overlays on the sides of the toe box as well. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have another layer of this synthetic snakeskin printed leather, but this time it's done in a mix of green and light green. And then covering the eyelets, we have a combination of that synthetic green overlay and the silver overlay. And beneath this, we have the signature Asics stripes, which is done in a mix of green, silver, and cream. And you'll notice how these side panels, this is also crafted using that translucent mesh that we saw on the toe box. Moving downwards, we have this open style mesh, which is done in cream with this black layer underneath. And this covers the heel of the shoe as well. And then stitched on top of this, we have more of that green colored synthetic overlay, and on the lateral side, we have GT-2160 branding. On the bottom of the heel, we have this translucent TPU overlay, which is done in this tan color. Above this, we have this puffy or 3D gel branding. And then on the top of the heel, we have a green colored mesh with this blue colored reflective 3M layer. In terms of laces, so these only come with one lace option, and they're a beige colored oval shaped lace. Beneath this, the tongue is primarily constructed out of that open style mesh that we saw surrounding the ankle collar area. We have this tan or beige colored nylon strip, which helps to hold the laces in place. The back of the tongue and the inner liner of the shoe, this is covered in this green colored mesh. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with a well padded Ortholite branded foam insole. It's finished in this blue colored mesh on top, and we have Asics branding found on the left foot and Above the Clouds branding found on the right foot. So the upper of the GT-2160 sits atop this chunky EVA foam midsole, which is painted in this white color with its hit of green on the forefoot. Encased within this foam midsole, we also have Asics gel technology, which is visible on the lateral and back of the heel, and this is done in this blue color. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is crafted using a mix of beige and off-white colored rubber. And right in the middle, we have this semi-translucent mint green TPU shank plate, which is what Asics calls their Trustic technology, and this is there to help with torsional rigidity, mid-foot support, and to help prevent your foot from twisting when you're walking or running. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about sizing, to me this shoe fits a little bit more on the snug side, but generally speaking it still is true to size. So my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10, which is my typical Asics size, and it left me about an index finger's width space between the top of the shoe and the top of my toe. I did notice though that the width of the toe box was a little bit narrow, so I could feel the size of the shoe giving my toes a little bit of pressure width-wise, but I don't know if it was snug enough that I'd want to go up a half size. So I feel like if you have a really wide foot, you'd probably be better off going up half a size, but for narrow, normal, or even slightly wide footers, true to size should be okay for you. Also, you probably want to keep in mind that because of the translucent toe box, if you do go up half a size, the toe box might show that dead space from a length perspective, which might look a little bit funny. So that's something to keep in mind if you're someone that usually goes up half a size to accommodate the width of your foot. Next up in terms of the comfort, so the GT-2160 is a very comfortable shoe, but it's more on the firmer and more supportive side. So when you compare this to, for example, a Gel 1130, I find that that shoe is extremely plush, very cushioned, whereas this pair in comparison, you feel a lot more firm, especially underneath the heel of the shoe. So if you're expecting a shoe that's going to be very pillowy, very soft, like a mattress for example, this is not going to be the shoe for you. But if you're someone that prefers more of that firmer feel while still giving you some level of cushion underfoot, then this would be a really solid option. So it comes down to personal preference on how you define comfort, but to me, I thought these were great on foot. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship on this pair, so first off, material quality was nothing special. Basically, all the materials used on this shoe are synthetic, so we have a bunch of synthetic leathers, a bunch of meshes, so at least from that standpoint, I wasn't really impressed with the material quality, but it makes sense considering this is technically meant to be a running shoe, so especially for shoes that released during that era, it was rare to see genuine leathers or suedes on running shoes, so it makes sense why they opted to use synthetic materials instead. But from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, I thought this pair was pretty flawless. The stitch job was good, the panels were consistently placed, no visible glue stains that I could see. So all in all, while the material choices weren't the best, the overall build of the shoe I was impressed with. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. Overall, I was pretty impressed with the shoe in hand. I was kind of digging the unique material choices that they opted for, as it really lets this collaboration stand out compared to a typical general release. Yes, this won't be for everyone. I know a lot of people aren't fans of this translucent toe box, but I applaud Above the Clouds and Asics for trying something a little bit different compared to a lot of the other designs that we've been getting. So is this going to be one of my favorite releases of the year? Probably not, but I think being able to grab these for retail, I wasn't mad about picking these up whatsoever. This will be a really solid addition to my collection, and especially for those of you guys who haven't tried a GT-2160 before, I think this would be a really nice first pickup for this model. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Above the Clouds Asics GT-2160? What are your overall thoughts on this release? Did you pick up a pair for yourself? Did you take an L? Or is it just not your cup of tea and it was an easy pass for you? As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at sgo8, follow my X or Twitter account at sean.go spelt out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you so much for watching. Another shout out goes out to Move Insoles, the sponsor for today's video, and I'll catch you guys all in my next review.